Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is M.Alfur.leadershipWala, and I welcome you all to my new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today, we are going to discuss also very important topic like how to develop a reading habit and expand your mind. I think it's important for everyone to know, right? In this, uh, right now our socialized we are all most of us don't even read a book. We just go and social media and waste our time, and it's very important for our mind and for our developer hobbies. So I think it's important for everyone to know. We are going to start. I hope you guys like this session because we are going to cover a very important topic today. Hi mate, how are you? Mate, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. What can I help you with today?
Today we are going to discuss a very important topic like how to develop a reading habit and expand your mind. Are you ready for this session? Because it's very important for everyone to know because right now in this world, maybe it's most important thing for everyone to read books and uh, make it have their daily life habits.
Yes, exactly. Turning reading into a daily habit can be a game changer. We can break down some practical steps like setting a small daily goal, choosing the right kind of reading for you, and creating a comfy environment. What kind of reading are you most interested in building that habit around?
Well, I am going to ask you some questions because we want our audience to cover those questions. Maybe it's important for everyone to know those and how to solve this problem. So my first question is, why is developing a reading habit important in today's digital world? Because as you may know, in this digital world, most of the people don't even read a book.
That's a great question, and I think it's really relevant. So, developing a reading habit today is crucial because it helps us slow down, focus deeply, and really engage with ideas, which is something the constant digital noise often prevents. It also boosts critical thinking, vocabulary, and mental well being, all of which are really valuable when everything around us is so fast paced.
Okay, so my next question is, what are the first steps to start reading regularly if I am a beginner? Please, can you make it a bit longer so and explain every parts because everyone want to understand it most easily.
Of course. So, if you're just starting out, the first step is to set a small, manageable goal, something like reading just 10 or 15 minutes a day. It's really important to keep it simple at first so it feels doable. Next, pick a time that works best for you, maybe in the morning with your coffee or right before bed, and try to stay consistent with that time. Then choose books or topics that genuinely excite you. If you're interested in what you're reading, it'll feel less like a chore. Finally, create a cozy reading space, somewhere quiet, comfortable, with good lighting, so you actually look forward to sitting down with a book. Once you get those steps in place, you'll start building momentum and soon it will feel natural.
Okay, so my next question is, how can I stay consistent with the reading every day?
Ah, that's a really key challenge. One effective approach is to make it a daily ritual. So, just like brushing your teeth, you attach it to a consistent part of your routine. You can also track your progress, like using a reading journal or an app, so you see how far you've come. Another trick is to set reminders or even join a reading group or book club. Having others to discuss with creates a sense of accountability. And importantly, be kind to yourself. If you miss a day, just get back on track the next.
Okay, so what are the best times for a day to read for maximum focus?
That's a great point. The best time really depends on when you feel most alert and focused. For a lot of people, early morning works well before the day gets busy. Others find that mid morning or even just after lunch is great since the mind is refreshed. And for some, a quiet evening before bed works best since distractions are lower. So experiment a bit and see when you naturally concentrate best.
And how can I reduce distraction while reading? Like right now, I'm in conversation with you, but there are some noises which keep disturbing me.
Ah, that's a really common struggle. A few things you can try. First, find a dedicated quiet spot if possible, like a corner or a specific room. You can also use noise canceling headphones or play soft background sounds or noise. Put your phone on silent or even leave it in another room if you can. And when you do read, set a timer, like 20 or 30 minutes, so you know you have a focused block, and that helps you stay on track.
And should I start with physical books or digital reading apps? If I do those, then why? What is the reason for doing this?
That's a great question. Honestly, it depends on your preference. Physical books can help you stay more focused. There's something about the tactile experience that reduces screen fatigue. But digital apps offer convenience. You can carry a whole library with you, and you might be able to adjust font size or read in the dark. If you find that screens distract you, start with physical books. If you like flexibility, go digital. You can also mix them. Just see what works for you.
And how can I build a reading routine and that fit into a busy schedule? Right now, I am doing tasks with you. I also need to do more tasks and upload on my social media accounts. So,
Yeah, I totally get that. It's all about fitting small reading chunks into your day. One strategy is to tie reading to existing habits, like eating for 10 minutes after your morning coffee or a few pages during a commute if you're on public transport. You can also break reading into bite sized goals, like a chapter a day. So even with a busy schedule, you make progress. And be realistic. Don't overwhelm yourself. Even a few minutes a day adds up.
and what type of books should I start with to building interest in reading? Because there are too many books and I don't know which is best right now.
That's super common. I'd say start with genres or topics that genuinely spark your curiosity. If you love stories, maybe try a captivating novel or a short fiction collection. If you prefer learning, pick a nonfiction book on a topic you're curious about, like psychology, self development, or even a field you work in. And don't be afraid to jump between styles. Once you get a bit of momentum, you'll find your groove.
So my next question is, how can I track my reading progress effectively? Because I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah, tracking progress is a great idea. You can keep a reading journal, just jot down how much you read each day, what chapters or pages, and any thoughts you had. Or you could use a reading app like Goodreads where you set goals, mark books as finished, and see your progress visually. Another method is to tie it to a timeline, like monthly targets, so you stay motivated. Just make sure you reflect regularly, like ask yourself what you enjoyed or what you learned so it stays purposeful.
And what are some common mistakes people make when trying to build a reading habit?
Yeah, definitely. One common mistake is setting unrealistic goals, like trying to read for an hour every single day when you're just starting out. Another is jumping into really dense or boring material too soon, which can kill your momentum. And some people forget to create a habit loop, so they don't tie reading to an existing routine and it just falls off. So starting small, being consistent, and staying curious, those are key.
And how does reading help in expanding knowledge and critical thinking?
Oh, that's such a great connection. So, reading exposes you to new ideas, perspectives, and knowledge you might not encounter in your daily life. By engaging with complex text, you're essentially practicing critical thinking. You analyze arguments, make connections, and question assumptions. Over time, this strengthens your ability to reason, solve problems, and navigate the world with more clarity and depth.
Okay, so my next question is, what type of books are best for improving creativity and imaginations?
Ooh, that's a really fun one. I'd say a mix of things can help. Fantasy novels, for example, really stretch your imagination, but so do books on creativity itself, like The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. You could also dive into speculative fiction or even biographies of creatives. The key is variety, exposing yourself to different worlds, ideas, and ways of thinking.
Okay, so how can
Yeah,
I retain and remember what I read letters? Because I mostly forget what I read or maybe what I was going to do my work, what kind of. So,
yeah, that's a really common struggle. One thing that helps is active reflection. After you read a chapter or a section, pause and summarize it in your own words. You can even jot down key points in a notebook or in a digital note. And try to connect what you read to something in your life or even teach the concept to someone else. That really helps cement it. You can also revisit chapters after a few days to refresh your memory.
thanks for your help. I think it's a very uh, great help for me because and also for our audience because most of the time we spend in social medias and we don't even know what kind of his help uh, can get us and in this world right now, our most most people developing habits are very slow, or maybe most people developing habits are maybe stops responding, and they just go or to ask ChatGPT, that's just do it that and do it that, and they don't even read a book, or maybe they don't even search their own self. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think that's such an important point. We get so used to quick answers from tech, like a shortcut to everything, and we can really lose that deeper, slower engagement that reading provides. I think it's a balance. It's great to use tech as a tool, but we also need intentional time for reflection, for reading, for really diving into something. And if we can show that, people will see that value and hopefully adopt some of those habits too.
Thank you, help. I hope you guys also like the session, because this was a very important session for our own self, for our habits, for our mind. I hope you guys like this session. If you enjoy it, please like and subscribe. That's it from my side. And Allah Hafiz. Stay at home and safe.